So I thought I would just make a quick video showing you the groceries that I bought the other day. It's just fruits and vegetables, so any like packaged things, imported things, rice, noodles, like anything like that, I either didn't buy at this time or already had, basically. But I've been trying to do a little bit better at kind of doing a zero waste or like minimizing the amount of waste that I've been using when I go grocery shopping. And I found this place right next door to my apartment that it's pretty easy to do that at. I basically just like point to my own bag when they try to give me a grocery bag, and they still have to like print out the stickers of the prices of everything. But otherwise, it's definitely the least waste I've made, and I've definitely been, using a lot more plastic in China than I would back home, so I'm kind of getting myself back on top of doing that. So I thought I would just kind of quickly show you what 25 US dollars bought me, first of all, in China for, I can't tell you, this is like a week's worth of groceries, but it's not just a week's worth of groceries for me because I was also cooking for someone else this week. It just kind of shows you a little bit of, first of all, how much food 25 US dollars will get you, which is about 165 kwai, and also show you a little bit of how I've been able to reduce my waste, which once again, it's hard in China, especially if you don't speak the language, like saying no to things or trying to explain that like you want them to give you like your vegetables like loose, not in a bag, is definitely a little bit more complicated, but I have found a way finally that I can pretty much do it, and but only at this one place have I been successful doing that. So it's still like, if I have to go somewhere else. I feel like I have been blabbering on for quite a while though, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you the grocery haul. Enjoy. So I was actually able to get some footage of the little grocery store that I go to. This was on a different day than I had originally gone, which is why the food I'm buying is different. But you can see lots of options, mostly unpackaged, a couple things that are already packaged, and even the tofu's unpackaged, though, hard to manage getting that without packaging. And so as you can see, they're weighing the food and then just putting like the stickers that come out of the price of the food onto her arm. Sometimes they will put it onto my basket. So this is the whole thing, and mind you, this was 25 US dollars, but not all of this food is actually for me, but I will show you what I got. So this is asparagus lettuce. I think that's what it's called in English. I don't really know. I've never eaten it before. I've never cooked it before, but I've heard it's really good. Some carrots, and so usually I get Chinese carrots, which are more like kind of a deep, dark orangey, almost red, but today I decided to get these ones. Some celery, which, as you see, I've got some like rubber bands, but I don't know, is that a bad waste thing? I don't know. I use rubber bands all the time, so. And then just a clove of garlic, some bok choy, some, I don't know what kind of green this is. Honestly, I don't know what half of the names of the things that I eat are in China, but it doesn't really matter. I got some like pumpkin, which this was pre-packaged like this, unfortunately. And I think there are some places that I could get, like certain things packaged and unpackaged, but today I happened to get this one. I got 2 avocados, which I don't get very often because honestly they're kind of expensive and they're not always good, but sometimes I just impulse have to do it. Blueberries, which I don't buy berries that often because they're like, everything else is probably cheaper than the US. This is more expensive or the same price as it would be in the US, and the same with avocados, which is another reason I don't buy them that often. But berries of any sort, not berries of any sort, blueberries, I've never seen unpackaged. I've never seen like someone selling them in a way that I could get them without plastic, so when I get them, I get plastic. Mushrooms, which I brought an extra bag, like I have my big tote bag that I got everything in, but I brought an extra like kind of thinner bag that I put the mushrooms in. You already saw the garlic. I don't know how it ended up over here. Onion. This is like some sort of squash. I'd say it like resembles flavor-wise a zucchini. So it might be in the zucchini family, but it's like fat. I don't know, it's shaped differently. So these mangoes, legit, I like picked out 3 mangoes, and you can see I get some ugly mangoes. I'm planning on freezing these. You cannot find frozen fruit in China anywhere. So when I do freeze, and when I do want like fruit for smoothies or banana ice cream or I have to buy and freeze anything I want. So like these blueberries are gonna get frozen. At least half of these mangoes are gonna get frozen, and some of these peaches are gonna get frozen, but that means that I don't care if I get ugly ones sometimes. And especially sometimes I can get a cheaper deal on the ugly ones. This time I technically didn't, but I bought these 3, and then as I was like getting my phone out to pay, because I pay through my phone, she like just handed me these ones. So I was a little confused, and I don't know why I ended up with extra, but whatever. I've got 2 apples, which I'm gonna make kind of like an apple cinnamon overnight oats, I think, with. So I'm excited to kind of try that out. These are the cheapest apples I can get in China. I don't know what variety they are, but like anything else is like imported and a bajillion dollars more. And then peaches, which are in season. These ones aren't like the absolute nicest, but like I said, I am planning on freezing these for smoothies, so they don't have to look the prettiest as long as they taste good and will be good for my smoothie. But yeah, so this is everything that I got for $25 US, which I think is really not that bad for the amount of fruit that I got, and especially given that I've got avocados and 2 little pints of berries. But overall, like, the amount of waste that I got was the little berry containers and this little packaging, which, like, if I didn't get pumpkin or got pumpkin somewhere else, I probably could have avoided that. But the berries, if I want blueberries, I'm getting packaging, unfortunately. Same with lemons and limes for some reason. I have no idea why, but if I ever get limes or lemons, and I will show you how they're packaged, because I don't get it, but... So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked kind of seeing a little bit more of like, you know, I know it's a little bit deviation from veganism itself, but you know, for me, veganism and environmentalism are just so closely linked, and really environmentalism was the #1 reason I originally went vegan. So it's really important to me, and it was a little harder than it would have been in the US just to like go to a Whole Foods or go to a ShopRite and like bring my own bags, but it's definitely still doable, and I think that's kind of the way I feel about basically any aspect of being in China and wanting to improve my impact on the environment. So obviously being vegan is a little bit harder, but also reducing my waste is definitely like not quite as easy as it would be otherwise. Thanks for watching, and I will try to upload something not like months from now, so, you know, that's the goal. We'll see.